What if Artemi Panarin was part of the 10-11 New York Rangers? We're gonna throw Artemi Panarin onto the New York Rangers in NHL 11 and see what kind of ripple effect he can give the franchise for the future. He's starting at a 90 overall playmaking left winger, he's 18 years old, and these are his starting stats. Panarin's first season as a Ranger is a success. He scores 17 goals, 44 assists, good for 61 points in his rookie year. And the New York Rangers are in the playoffs. Panarin has 5 goals and 9 assists in 17 playoff games, but the Rangers fall to the Penguins in the conference finals. Not sure if this was a glitch in NHL 11 or not, but Panarin did not win a single award nor get named to an All-Star game. Keep in mind, I'm not controlling the New York Rangers. Obviously, you can see I'm controlling the San Jose Sharks there. And the New York Rangers actually put Chris Drury, their captain, on waivers in year 2 and got claimed by the Islanders. Year 2 brings the Rangers some joy as Panarin sets career highs in goals with 24, assists with 53, and points with 77. And in the playoffs, the Rangers finished as a 7th seed in the East, with Panarin's 26 points in 24 playoff games, helped the Rangers go all the way to the Stanley Cup final, unfortunately eventually to lose in 7 games to the Blue Jackets. Going into his final year of his entry-level deal, an update on our boy, and he has exploded now up to a 95 overall, 28 goals, 53 assists, 81 points, all career highs in year 3. As for the playoffs, it was a short one for the Rangers, losing to Atlanta in round 1, only a goal and an assist for Panarin in the 5 playoff games. $69 goals, 150 assists, 219 points. Panarin signs a 4-year extension just worth over $6 million a year to remain a New York Ranger. He is now a 96 overall into year 4. The 13-14 season shows Panarin and the Rangers regress. Only 71 points in 80 games. The Rangers were also not good enough to make the playoffs. In the year 5 offseason, the Rangers spent some money and signed free agent Evgeny Malkin. He helps Artemi Panarin reach a career high in points with 92, goals in 31, and the Rangers are the 2nd seed in the East. Rangers do make the playoffs to the Stanley Cup Finals, seed, but however, fall to the Sabres in 7 once games, again lose in the second games, this time to the Kings. I apologize, I did not record Panarin's stats for the playoffs this season. A huge season once again for the bread man, 94 points, 67 assists. Rangers do make the playoffs, however, fall to the Sabres in 7 games in the second round of the 15-16 season. Panarin helps out put 14 points in round 1. Now with 1 year left on his contract as a New York Ranger, Panarin buries 41 goals, a career high, however a career low in assists with 43. Rangers up against the Sabres once again back-to-back years in the playoffs, this time in round 1 as the 8th seed. Panarin puts up a fight in 7 games, however it is the Sabres winning the series. Panarin 10 points in the 7 games played. Artemi Panarin at 25 years old signs a 3-year contract worth $8.1 million a season to remain a New York Ranger. 83 points in the 17-18 season, 21 goals, 62 assists. The Rangers make the playoffs but get eliminated in round 2 in 5 games to the Montreal Canadiens. Panarin had 5 goals and 9 assists in 9 playoff games. The 18-19 season is definitely a peculiar one for Panarin and the Rangers. 83 points for Panarin, and despite an incredible offensive year from the Rangers' top 3 guys, the New York Rangers do not make the playoffs this year. The 19-20 season is the last year of Panarin's contract. It down-yeared Panarin's standards, only 21 goals and 54 assists for 75 points, and the Rangers do not make the playoffs. Panarin extends with the Rangers 4 years, just over $9 million a season at 29 years old. Here are Artemi Panarin's first 10 seasons. In year 11, it's the Russian trio at it again for the Rangers. Panarin with 88 points in the 2021 season. However, it is not enough to break the Rangers' playoff drought. Same story for Panarin in year 12, another high offensive season. However, the Rangers now for the 4th year in a row missed the playoffs. Year 13 is a big one for Panarin and the Rangers. 91 points, 27 goals, 64 assists. The Rangers are the best team in the East going up against the Sabres in round 1. And can you believe it? They got swept against the 8th seed. An absolute meltdown for the Rangers and Panarin, who only had 1 assist and no goals in the 4 games. A look at Panarin's stats before year 14. 35 goals, 54 assists, 89 points in the 23-24 season. But it's the same story for Panarin and the Rangers. They lose in 7 games in the first round, this time to the Capitals. 9 points in the 7 games for the Breadman. Panarin signs a 6-year deal, just over $9 million per season, to remain a Ranger. 29 goals, 48 assists in year 15. Rangers unable to make the playoffs. 80 points once again in year 16. 25 goals, 55 assists. The Rangers are bounced in round 1 by the Maple Leafs in 5 games. 7 points for Panarin in the playoffs. Now at 35 years old, Panarin puts up 29 goals, 45 assists in the 26-27 season. The Rangers make the playoffs and they go up against the Lightning in round 1. They go to the farthest they have in years, but they lose in 7 in the conference finals to the Capitals. Panarin with an incredible 20 points in the playoffs. At 36 years old, Panarin scores 25 and 45. Rangers in the playoffs as the 6th seed going up against Buffalo. Second round loss to the Canadiens will prevent the Rangers from moving on once again. Panarin with 9 points in 11 games. 37 years old now, and Panarin is still getting it done in the NHL. However, we see our first real regression from him. 16 goals, 43 assists, has not had those numbers since his rookie year. Rangers make the playoffs, they get eliminated in round 1, only 2 goals from Panarin. The 29-30 season is here, and it may be the last one for the Breadman. In his 20th season, he has 15 goals, 37 assists. The Rangers, unfortunately, do not make the playoffs. The Rangers announced that Panarin is coming back for one last season as a Ranger. He signs a 1-year deal just over $13 million for the 30-31 season. In his farewell tour, Panarin puts up 21 goals, 37 assists for 58 points. The Rangers make the playoffs as the 6th spot once again. And in his final season, the guy who was brought in 20 years ago to win a Stanley Cup finally delivers it to New York, and Artemi Panarin and the New York Rangers are Stanley Cup champions. 1,719 games, 542 goals, 1,076 assists. Artemi Panarin was a legend of a New York Ranger, finally delivering the Stanley Cup in his final year, but almost at a point-a-game player from 2010 to 2031. It was an incredible ride as Artemi Panarin, a New York Ranger in NHL 11.